Hey Scorpio, how are you? This is Mary Ellen coming to you from Moonrise Cottage for your weekly reading. This is the week when Pluto is hanging in the sky, and that started when the moon was in Scorpio. So there's been a lot of stuff going on with the water signs for weeks. I decided I was going to, I was going to do the water sign readings. Usually I do earth and then fire and then water, and I pushed you guys up a little bit because of all the energy that's going on. So I've been pre-shuffling the decks. Let's jump right into it. If you don't know, I'm a clairvoyant person coming to you from a little place known as Moonrise Cottage. This is the Celtic Wisdom Tarot deck. My guides want me to jump right in. Okay, like all readers say, we're dealing with energy. Yes, the cards are tied to astrology, but mostly we're talking about the energy. Okay, can be vice versa. Don't get stuck on gender, etc., etc. This may be your message. It's general, it may not. But like any other reader, the things that my guides want to talk about come through because of the people who are attracted to. They're talking about law of attraction. Interesting. To me, all right? It just sort of happens by magic. So look at that. There you go, Scorpio. Speaking about the moon. 5 of Wands. So traditionally, challenges, arguments within yourself and within a love bond. So in this deck, we see this beautiful goddess. She's the goddess of sovereignty. So as you sit in the place that is your sovereign, okay, my guys are saying station. All right, so there's lots of stuff coming through today, just so you know. I've been astral traveling. I've been having Kundalini response to this Pluto station, and waves of nausea and third eye cracking open. So I'm doing my best to stay present with it. My guides are talking about the way this affects the water element. So there we go. We see you there. You are, because of a set of illusions, you are not willing to provide access or easy access to your abundance, your love energy, the Venus prospect, my guides are calling it. So this is about someone who is a magical goddess. She had on a disguise, and she was not given access to her true self to just anybody. So it's a long story about, 4 young princes, each one approaching her because they ran out of water love energy, asking her for her love. And I love her. You see the way she's just looking straight through somebody? So she knows she's under no illusions, but she is an illusion, and maybe she's been trapped inside her own illusion. We'll see. This is what my guides want to speak to you about. But do you see, Scorpio, of course, because you're a Scorpio, you have X-ray vision. You can look right into somebody. There may be something in your realm, because my guys are talking about your reign, which is really interesting. Well, it's the backstory to the card, right? So what happens is people come and ask her. She says, yeah, you can have some of my love energy, my water element. I will allow that. You have to provide me with your love. The cost is a kiss. And of course, 3 of them ran away. One person said, yeah, I'm here. I think that's awesome that you would offer that to me. And you see them, maybe through their own illusions, perhaps, but you see because of the type of vision that you have. So if you're dealing with illusions in your life, or the situation that you're in is causing you to be the illusionist, this is what we're going to talk about, okay? So it's the Queen of Sovereignty because, of course, behind that illusion was this gorgeous young woman. The person who was willing to give her the kiss rose to be the king. They got married, of course, and, the sacred sovereigns together. So it may be that you've been waiting for somebody like that to show up in your life, and now we're in this moment of coalescing power. Let's see what's going on. Oh, they want the split. Yeah, look. Okay, look at that. I love it. So let's put these down, and then we're going to get a mystical shaman oracle card. So, the illusion that you're having, whatever illusion you're either living in or dealing with or trying to resolve, this is what you really want. And there's the moon in Scorpio that I was just talking about, okay? Water element, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We see indications of Pisces there. We see the fish. That's a mystical vessel. So while you're sitting in this place, just looking with those kind of piercing eyes at somebody, on the inside, here's the illusion, resolution. So this is you, deep into the mystical waters, wanting to sail away to any place that you feel would be harmonious. So that's the moon card, major arcana. It's the imaginer of harmony. So you can dive deep into the sacred water to get your answers, or you can get in that vessel, put your hands on the oars, and sail away to any place that you can imagine. And here's what you're imagining. Look, that is a prophecy. It's the Ace of Cups. It's what you want. It's, what? I think you feel you don't have it. You're waiting for it to show up. You're being drawn into the deep because of this Pluto moment that we're having. And you are chanting and praying and wishing and hoping and intending to bring forward the things that you want in a love relationship. And you feel at this point that the love relationship that you have, or that you had, or that you've been participating, there are all kinds of words coming through, okay? I think what you're doing, part of it is you're sitting in your place. You know what you have to offer, Scorpio, because you're deep. And in order for someone to be bonded to you, they have to be energetically correct. Thank you, Spirit. That's what it's about. So some of you are looking at your partner like this and just going, I don't want this illusion anymore. It's not serving me. But maybe if I peer into my partner enough, I can break the illusion and we can find harmony. So that's for some of you, all right? And within that thought process, you're doing your best to manifest the highest order of love, the kind of love that you want. This is about the beginning of happiness. So I think things are going along better. Water signs have been in crisis for a couple of weeks now. You are coming through a rite of passage. That's what this is about. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, it's a rite of passage moment for you. Go deep into your own nature because you're about to step into a new foundation. This is Six of Wands. It's about victory. In this card, it's about having come through a rite of passage into a place of mastery. And there you are, Scorpio, peering into the dark, peering into the deep with all your passion to create the kind of love you want in your life. I like that. Thank you, Spirit. So it's an adventure, okay? When you go into this energy, you're basically teeing up the universe and saying, all right, I want to go recapture my vibration. I don't like the vibration I've got, so I'm going to use my manifestation powers, my prophecy, my skill set to go and turn my own destiny. And bravo for you. That's what you should be doing, and it's what a lot of my Scorpio friends are doing. Right? That's the Seven of Cups. So you see where she's sitting? She has a lot of options, and she's trying to suss out what is the option, who will show themselves to me. And while you go on this journey, it feels and looks like that. The elopement of knowledge. It's going to be a lot of hard work. It's the Eight of Pentacles. But it is knowledge that is going to be your abundance. And we're talking about self-knowledge very clearly. So this is what ties your spiritual journey to these factors that are going on in your life. So I think you have enough power, enough manifestation ability to tolerate the journey and burst through the illusions that are keeping you from harmony in your life. Okay? So it is going to be hard work. It might be frightening. It's a long story about a mystical goddess who wanted to give her child wisdom. She made a little spell and was intending to give a dose to her child, and in fact somebody else got the dose by accident, and it caused them to shapeshift and run away. So there's something going on inside of you. Do you see that vessel? See that vessel? You see that vessel? There's something going on inside of you that's causing you to run away from your destiny. The prophecy that's trying to chase you down. And you are terrified of it for some reason and you're running, but the universe is literally chasing you because you are meant for transformation. If you look at the cards, it's just what's happening, right? That's what this is about. It's just what's happening. That is about death and rebirth. And it's about healing that grows up literally from the bones of this woman's brother who is buried under that stone. So a new cycle coming forward. Okay, woman of knowledge. Page of Pentacles. A new beginning. Okay, the announcement of a new beginning because you are willing to, when you are reborn, your pentacles begin to grow from a new place, and they're growing from that which has passed away, from your beautiful scorpionic death and rebirth process. Do you see the garment she's got on? She's of the midnight. Scorpio, Pluto standing direct after being retrograde all this time, Pluto being your ruler, suddenly the light comes back and the death process finishes and you begin to sprout up the factors of healing from that which has been, like I just said the word, denuded. Wow. Okay, so sorry, let me move this along. Spirit, what do you want? Okay. So they're saying, so since we got to the death process part, they want me to put this down and draw something from the mystical shaman oracle because they want you to, yeah, look, right on the top. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for interrupting me. There you go, the sacred journey. That is the owl. Just see the heart of the owl shining through the darkness. Creatures that fly silently through the night cannot be heard. So you're going in deep. You've been pushed into the deep by this moment with Pluto just literally standing, hovering above you in the sky. And it's what's bringing forward this journey. Let's get something from the journey of love, okay? Let's just see what my guides, yeah, okay. I'm just going to turn it over for you, right? I peeked. Look. Scorpio, loving all that is. So I can get the glare off it. Isn't that beautiful? Quite lovely. Loving all that is. In these moments when this is going forward, it's just a request and a reminder to allow it. This card's about surrender of the process that you're going through, and that's what this person did. You know, if you're going to manifest something, then you have to surrender to the process. And because you're a Scorpio, it's going to take you through death and rebirth, right? So you've been given the tools. Pluto's here with you. You are in your element right now with Pluto stationing direct, hanging in the sky, bringing forward this healing and this rebirth. So while you're having this journey, love it. Love yourself into existence, my guys are saying, straight into it. Okay, so your partner, man of the earth, woman of the sky. There's something going on with their energy too. Obviously, if you're in partnership with someone, you affect each other. So they're balancing. There's a form of temperance going on with them, and their energy is being reordered as well. The male and female parts of themselves maybe being blended together or coming into balance or something like that. Okay, so let's put this right here just so you can see. My guides are saying so you can see each other and understand the process that you're in. All right, Spirit, what do we want? All right, they're saying get a card for your partner, just so you can see the mystical ends on both ends of the equation. Hang on. Okay, they want that. Yeah. The smoky mirror. This is about being in this place where there's illusions of around you that the smoky mirror. If you've ever seen an antique mirror and you look into it and you can't quite see yourself. So your partner is going through something, because we see this here and we see the smoky mirror and we see the notion of the Buddha. They are also transforming, and they are seeing themselves. Yeah, it's interesting. They're coming through their own illusions. The energy is amalgamating within them. And when that process is done, the smoke is going to come out of their own mirror, and they're going to be able to look in the mirror and see themselves and have total clarity about their identity and who they are. And you're going through the same process. I think you're stimulating each other, in a sense, to go through this process together. And look, death and rebirth, anyone? 10 of Wands. There's something happening as a result of this process. And whatever struggle, whatever, this is about heavy burdens. Just feeling like you cannot carry these burdens anymore. And look, there's the salmon right above your head. We see all the wisdom animals there, including the owl. Okay? Okay, my guys are saying 15 things at once. Sorry, it's just a very intense day. So, death and rebirth, obviously. Being regenerated, being reborn. Going back into the womb of your own existence in order to put the wands down because you're so tired. You can't do it anymore. And that's why you're working so hard on manifesting and dreaming about harmony and trying to figure out, how do I see through the illusion? Who's that person standing in front of me? Do I want them? Are they my sacred mate? Are they not? All of the questions of this beautiful goddess. Okay, the goddess of sovereignty in her own life is wanting to manifest her sacred mate. And she just goes through whatever she goes through while she sits there, not really giving. Look at this. Vessel, vessel, vessel. You're not giving your love to somebody because you feel that it's an illusion. And maybe you're waiting for them to show up. And so I love this story because while that's happening, the response, and again, it's because Pluto is here, it sends you into your own cycle of death and rebirth so that you can recapture the adventure of art, the adventure of loving, turning destiny to come back into your own vibration. And you see how that person's cloaked? Perfect for a Scorpio. I love it. Right? So while you're cloaked and you're working on your vibration in order to manifest so that you can see your partner when they show up, this is what's going on underneath the cloak, is all of this. It's very cool. I like it, Scorpio. So you're going to put the wands down. Okay, it may be your resistance to the process. It may be, let's shuffle a little bit. Okay, no, it's the surrender. It's the surrender. That's what my guys are saying. Right? When you finally just say, okay, I can't do this anymore. I don't want to do this. Yes, I'm tired, but mostly I just don't want to. And it's going to bring you, look at that, foundation of knowledge, 6 of Pentacles. So you're going to reach out to the universe. You're going to align yourself with the sacred realm inside your own life. You're in some kind of a really intense divinatory process. I think you're trying to see yourself because we're not seeing a partner emerge in this reading, are we? It's all about you, Scorpio. And good for you for attending to yourself and taking care of your own business, my guides are saying. And you're going on this journey to release and surrender to this massive shift and change process because I think you're feeling desperate. My Scorpio friends, not all of them, but some of them, they are feeling desperate. They just can't tolerate. And it's forcing them into choices that bring forward this kind of shift and change and manifestation. And some of it's scary and messy. It is a death and a rebirth, but it's a death into healing rather than death that brings forward heaviness of being. Okay, so I like it. And Scorpio, we all know, yeah, look. Okay, just going to show you. All right, so there we go. This woman has shown up in every water sign reading, I believe. the sacred grandmother, it is about flow. That's a Queen of Pentacles. So coming into spiritual abundance and knowledge, the ability to manifest what you want. And she's looking right at you. You have a divine assistance to weave together the strings of your destiny. Your destiny, Scorpio. I love this. So you, I think, may have guides. See? Guides. Being with the guides. You got to let go of something in your life in order to be with the guides, because you're going into the cauldron in all these ways. It's massively fascinating. And look, the Tower. So again, notions of ending. The Tower in this deck is called the Changer of Truth. Do you see another vessel? Something's falling out. It may be factors of you. It may be factors of this person that you're peering at in that way. Okay? Don't worry about it, because look. The sun. The sun. Okay, my guides are singing that song from the play Annie. The sun will come out tomorrow. Don't worry about it. Surrender to the process. Love the process, because you are working really hard to come into the sun of your own existence, and there's nothing on earth that could be better than that. It's a beautiful sacred journey. You're going to finally surrender. I think you've been holding on to things, and you're going to finally let it go, because the pressure of this illusion is just too much now. Maybe you're tired of waiting for somebody. Maybe you can't see that what you want to see in your own life. My guys are saying things like when you look in the mirror, but mostly this is about looking outward at your partner. Where's my sacred mate? Are you that person? Well, let me just think about what it is I really want. Let me work on pulling that forward. You're going to be hiding out while you're doing it. I think you're not talking with your partner. There's something going on. Or you can't express, you don't even know this consciously. You can't quite express it yet, maybe. Or the moment for discussion hasn't come. All right, they're telling me to stop. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about your partner. Alrighty, so Woman of Art. This is about somebody who went through their own massive transformation, turned into a river, a sacred river, along which many of the passage tombs along the river Boyne. So it's a regular woman. She had a massive transformation of her own. You might be with another water sign, okay? Maybe, but again, we're talking about energy. So something happened. You see the sun's coming up. This person is standing in their abundance. They have no lack in their life because they are moving into their process, and they are also about factors of flow, right? Turning into a river along which very sacred knowledge came forward. That's what's going on with your partner. And yeah, they're all right, hang on. I see, Spirit. Thank you. Okay. So my guys are saying it may be undecipherable to you, but you see what's happening. You see something going on with them. All right, hang on. My guys want me to get this. Yeah, look. Okay, that's the Queen of Cups. There's fire energy. She's literally sitting enthroned in the triple spiral of the life, birth, death, rebirth cycle as well. She is also working with the fire of shift and change. Fire consumes and provides a blank slate so that things can grow forward, grow up, okay, from that place. So it's very interesting that the reflection that's going on with your partner, right? So we all stimulate each other, hopefully, to shift and change and bring forward that which is meant to come. So there's a new beginning going on for your partner, a new foundation. Page of Pentacles, something new coming to them because of this smoky mirror. When the smoke comes off the mirror, they're going to find themselves sitting like that. And they're going to feel the flow of their new existence. It's very interesting. And it brings forward a new beginning. Okay? Look. Well, yeah. Okay, so you know what? This is the definition of a tower moment. There's the tower. And your partner's got it too. All right? So some factors of each... Okay, two things. Some factors of the relationship blowing up, in a sense. It might be when you come into yourself that you leave your relationship. because you get this clarity and you're standing in your own abundance finally, in a sense. I really like it. All right, let's see what else is going on. Yeah, look. Ooh, 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands. Okay, so if not a literal ending, factors of endings within the relationship. Yeah, so this person, it's really interesting. Within this process, they begin to experience the desire for a new beginning, and they have to finish. They feel that something in their life is over. You know, you can tell I'm resisting saying it might be the relationship. And I think you're both, that's why you're looking this way. You might just have come to a point where your own journey brings you to an ending. And it's hard, and it's also joyful, and that's what the cards are displaying. So take heart. All right, so this person, manhood, womanhood, flows into this station in their life, which brings forward a Tower moment, and they're asking for their own permission to start something new. They're asking the Tower. Isn't it fascinating? And so when they make the request, that may be what they are manifesting, then the death process comes and finishes because they have clarity. The Tower comes down, and there's the Queen of Wands, right? Mystical Queen. See the black cat at her feet? She's holding a sunflower. Let me see if I can hold this up for you. It's beautiful. And she's looking right at you. Again, whether it's a man or a woman, she's looking straight at you. She's holding her magic wand. She's got a flower in her hand. So it may be that some peace comes between the two of you. Because you might have a moment, that's what it is, my spirit's saying, yeah. So you finally come to a moment when you come through your own process enough where you see each other, you see some truth. The illusions about yourself and the relationship drop away. Yeah, okay. And when you reach when your partner has this Tower moment, they look at you, they don't have any malice. So that's the other interesting thing about this. I don't see any malice toward each other. So your partner comes into this inspiration and this ability to manifest when they surrender to their process because they've made a request into the smoky mirror. So the ending happens and they move on. Okay, my guys want to say it's this way. I should align. They're telling me, align the swords. Okay? So, of course, there's the death. That's the rebirth. Beautiful. And then there's a moving on. Okay? All right. So let's grab from the bag of runes. Gosh, I did the Cancer reading. I kept getting interrupted. I'm feeling better now. I was really not feeling well because of the energy this morning. Having a lot of symptoms of awakening. You know what I mean? And that darn reading ended up being almost 15 minutes long. I feel bad, but that's the way it goes. All right, let's see what we've got, Spirit. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, okay. So, Scorpio, that's for you. That's the rune for joy. Let's put it right here, right? That's the final destination when you go through your Tower moment. Coming into the joy place in your life. I love it. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so this is Munjo. It's about joy and light. And that's why the Sun card is there. Thank you, Spirit. This rune is the fruit-bearing branch. The term of travail, meaning difficulty if you're not a primary English speaker, has ended, and you have come home to yourself in some great regard. The shift that was due has occurred, and now you can freely receive Munjo's blessings, whether they be in material gain in your emotional life or in a heightened sense of your own well-being. This is an alchemical moment in which understanding can be transmuted from knowledge. The knowledge itself was a necessary but not sufficient condition. Now you can rejoice because you have been carried across the gap by the will of heaven. Joyousness accompanies this new energy that was blocked before now. Light pierces the clouds and touches the waters just as something lovely emerges from the depths. Oh, Scorpio, now you're going to make me cry. Obviously, we're talking about you. And that rune was chosen for you because of that piece of the message and as encouragement. Beautiful in so many ways. Your soul is illuminated from within at the meeting place of heaven and earth. It is the meeting place of the waters. There is new clarity which may call for you to renounce your existing plans, your current ambitions, your goals. It is proper and timely for you to do so, for Wunjo is the rune of restoration of the self, properly aligned with the self. So that's why we see the factors that we do, the journey, the surrender, the tower, the weaving together of your destiny, so that you can come out of this state of illusion and potential confusion and make your dreams come true. Literally, that's what's going on. I'm just, okay, it sounds condescending, but I'm really proud of you. Scorpio, I know it's not easy for you, and you guys are just awesome. Okay, so this is very interesting. This is Algiz, the protection, sedge. It's about protection, pardon me. It signifies the elk, right? That creature that has stamina for a long journey. And it is signified by sedge grass or rushes. All right, so let's put it here with this boat, okay? So control of emotions is at issue here with your partner. This is a time of transition, shifts in life course, and accelerated self-change. It is important not to collapse yourself into your emotions, the highs as well as the lows. So for your partner, new opportunities and new challenges are typical when this energy comes forward. And with them may come trespasses and unwanted influences. That's why you're looking at them like that, I think. So this rune serves as a mirror for the spiritual warrior, and there's the smoky mirror right there. They're looking into the mirror to find their true identity. It's interesting, and you're both doing it each in your own way. So the mirror for the spiritual warrior is akin to their battle with themselves. And the warrior's protection is like the curved horn of the elk or the warning rustle of the sedge grass, because both serve to keep open space around you. Remain mindful that timely right action and correct conduct are your only true protection. If you find yourself feeling pain, observe the pain. Stay with it. Do not try to pull down the veil and escape. Wow, thank you, Spirit. From life by denying what is actually happening. You will progress and know that this is your protection. Okay, so, you're both going through some confusion. The relationship for some of you might be ending. Know that if it's ending, it's because you're coming home to yourself. And I certainly went through that in my own life with a marriage many years ago. When I finally woke up and came home to myself, I knew I can't be with this person. It was not chosen properly because I wasn't healthy. That's why I chose it. That's why I chose to live in the illusion. And, the rest is history, my guides are saying. So know you're going on a great adventure, Scorpio. And it's going to be just straight up awesome. There's going to be moments of pure terror, I think. Intense amount of shift and growth and change rapidly, and or you may feel terrified by the journey. But it's doing exactly the right thing for you because you're a Scorpio. Surrender to it. Go straight into it. It's the best thing you can do about it. And while you're doing it, in a sense, stand in your own energy. Let this go. This is a separate process that's going on. Make sure you take care of yourself by being with you. Okay? That's the best advice I can give. Whew. Stand with the ancient ones. Stand in the deep for this journey. Go deep. You see how deep this young woman is going? While she stands in this very sacred place in her life. So Scorpio, have a fabulous day. Have a fabulous couple of days. Have a fabulous week until I can be with you again. I'm inviting everybody to click the subscribe button and join the party. Going to have intense 6 months going forward. Give me a hug and a kiss by clicking the like button. That helps the video get distributed. And I'll look forward to seeing you next week. And for all my fabulous Scorpios, I really am holding you in my heart to the very best of my ability, because I know where you're traveling to. Okay? Hugs and kisses, everybody. Thanks a lot.